What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. No, you're not watching an old episode. I just did not figure out a combination of shirts to wear since the last video I did just a few moments ago. But anyway, happy Thursday. One more day to go before the weekend, and I cannot wait. This week has felt really long, even though I was off of work on Monday. But here we are. Friday is just around the corner. Toy Fair is just around the corner, which is wild. We're already in that season and excited about what's in store. This week has had a bunch of news, a bunch of time scouring the web, looking at all these cool things. The craziest is what could have been with starting lineup. I'm going to talk about that. The Marvel Legend reveals from today. ThreeZero adding a big player in Cobra. Storm Arena showing, yes, we are committed to getting these Street Fighter Alpha 3 figures out to you all in a reasonable amount of time. And I don't know how fast it's going to be, how long it's going to take, but I am very excited about what else they've shown besides Ken and Ryu. And it's not going to take $500 to get all these figures, too. So, that said, as always, need to thank the Lyles Figure Files VIP members. Retro Robo, John Morrissey, David Thanos, Blake Tarpley, Lawson Wallace, Jamelin Parks, James Green, Lefty T Lions BK, Robert Hayes, Nathan William, MOC Turtle, Henry G, Tom Finn 2018, Ryan Daly, and Jay Woods. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. And I'm continuing to make sure, and as I do videos where I have the time, where it's not a timely breaking news situation, to upload that so you guys can see it early and to provide some occasional other perks if you are a channel member here on Lyles Figure Files. So let's see who all is here in the chat, and let's get ready for what should be a really fun episode of Lyles Figure Files live. By the way, thank you to everyone who came through again on Tuesday night while I was hanging out with the gang on Loading Snacks and hanging out with me and Jace last night on Lyles Movie Files, talking about some of the modern masterpiece movies that are on our must-watch list. We're telling people about what's cool and things we really enjoy. Snake Eyes, in here first. Howdy, partner. How are you? David Thanos. Hey, yo. What's up, Snake? Agent of Gen Z. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Blake Tarpley. What up, figure filers? Hey, Jeff. What's up, Blake? How are you? On your left. You know, those three words were kind of funny at Winter Soldier's like, yeah. But then when it came through again on Endgame, it was like, he's here. Such a great moment. Anyway, Jamelin Parks. Hello, friendly neighborhood figure filers. I'm going to watch it this weekend. I promise, or at least some of it. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but I will start and get it going. My cousin was like, yo, dude, you're messing up. I don't know what you're doing with your life. You haven't watched the show. You need to get on it. Season finale was awesome. Catch up. So rest assured, by Wednesday, I will have some episodes down to have talked about. Vin Doom, Eden Figure Files crew. What is going on, mister? What's up, Vin Doom? How are you? Excuse me. Roberts, Infinite Realms. What's up, Robert? What's up, party people? Tag team back in the place to be. Ryan Daly's here as well. What's up? Vin Doom, Eden Figure Files crew, Mr. 3 Stacks himself. Jeffrey, what it is? What up, man? How are you? I was about to say, did I lose some stacks this week? Yo. Brian P, I'm on time this time. Don't worry, I don't think I was. I think I got here at 8:06. We're all good. Devin B, yo, Joe. And Devin, I forgot to say thank you for tuning in last night. So thank you and welcome on to the show tonight as well. Ray Paz, happy Thursday, Jeff. Happy Thursday to you, Ray. Being a fine figure. Good evening, Jeffrey. Good evening to you. Hope everything's going fine over with you. Justin, Jeff, those are my guys from the Muppets. Yes, so you can see a full look at it, Justin. Those are my guys too. Absolute best. G Brew. I don't work tomorrow. I took off for my birthday. Happy early birthday. What you asked for this year? Michael Solis, it's Figure Files time. Better believe it. Oh, the echo. How much is it to join the squad? $2.99 a month. So just pennies on the bucket. House Hunters, I'm glad you're going to talk about starting lineups. I haven't heard anything from anyone, nor from Hasbro. Well, from Hasbro's side, the line is done. But some of the sleuths online, including my buddy Pre-Eternia, has some crazy stuff about what we would have gotten had this line continued. I will get to it real soon, but whew, it's crazy. Mage TPT, Mage TV, PTV. I say that too fast in my head. Respect from Nashville. I'm cleaning up and closing down my wife's boba shop. I'm excited to make it to the live. Are you closing it down just for the night or closing it down because it's done? And then you need to start Expanse on Prime. Blake, there's always something to watch. It's a blessing and a curse that I haven't run out of good TV shows and good TV recommendations. So it's like, all right, on to the next one. Justin said Friendly Neighborhood was kind of meh. And she brew. The only thing I'm interested in from today's Marvel Legends live stream is the X-Force 2-pack. Kindred, 1998. Have you seen Captain America Brave New World? Yeah. Jason and I talked about it for a very long time last night. What I'll do is I'll clip it and make it available on here too, so you guys can see what we thought about Brave New World. In short, I liked it. Hasbro switched the G.I. Joe fan stream for today's whatever we got. I mean, it wasn't like they didn't show anything. It just might not be stuff you wanted to see. But yeah, I mean, I was disappointed we didn't get a Joe stream, but hopefully that'll come soon next month. Why hasn't Hasbro continued selfie series? People weren't buying it. Chamberlain. The Statler and Waldorf shirt is kind of appropriate for a day with a Marvel stream. It's funny. That's why when I learned I could pop out the chat, I felt like I won on YouTube. Not this chat. I love this chat. I'm talking about when there's a Star Wars one, when there's a Marvel Legends. I feel like for the most part, the G.I. Joe community is like, yay, this is great. This is awesome. Keep it going. But boy, the Marvel Legends chat is get a little rough out there. A lasagna. The only thing I asked is if my mother make lasagna. It's pretty solid. I do have to watch Alphas. I knew you were going to say something. I was like, maybe Jalen will forget that I still need to watch Alphas, but you did not. And I do have to watch it too. Yeah, we should have watched this. This is all true. Jalen, dude, I never keep the chat up anymore for Legend. Man, it's just a waste of time because it is just like, what are y'all talking about? Then they just go on to some stuff that has nothing to do with it. It's like, all right, y'all are going wild. But there's some interesting news today because today was Hasbro making their big proclamations with their investor call for the fourth quarter of last year. And this is interesting. So just want to give y'all a quick read through of what's going on. Hasbro said they're anticipating slight revenue growth this year. That's good. It also plans to mitigate the impact of tariffs that we know are coming. Company is moving to downsize its operations in China over the next 2 years, which is weird because I thought Hasbro was going to stop making toys. So anyway, with the goal of reducing its U.S. toy and game volume originating from the country from 50% to 40%. So that is interesting. So at least for 2 more years, Hasbro's not closing up the shop on its toy manufacturing. Let's see, was there anything else that was really interesting on this part? Because there was a bunch. That was this article. Let's go into another one. This is stuff you can read on Hasbro's website. Just go over to the investor section. They put all this on there, so it's not a secret. If you're wondering what Hasbro is going to do, if you're thinking, hey, what are they talking about? This is all you have to do is just go on to their investor portion of their website. So you can get that information straight up. You don't have to rely on us people on YouTube talking through. You can read it and pour through it yourself. So there you go. And this is where our guy CEO Chris Cox said, they're doing this new strategy, playing to win, and they are doing a few things that are going to try to keep everything rolling, keep their stuff together. And where's this thing? Playing to win unlocks Hasbro's strengths. And what would that be, you wonder? An unmatched licensing business. So for everybody going, they're gonna sell everything. I still don't think that's going to be something to really worry about. I'm going to show you an example later. Plan to win. This is the Hasbro CFO and COO, Gina Goddard. Plan to win focuses our teams on Hasbro's core strengths while continuing to transform the organization and drive operational excellence. Blah, blah, blah. Marketing speech. Basically, they're going to keep doing what's worked. That's toys. They're going to keep trying to work into this gaming avenue that they have not managed to get into, but they're going to keep working on stuff. And aging up is one of the big strategies, which I thought was really important, kind of key for us, since most of us are above the 13-year age range. They're increasing the play and collectible appeal for fans age 13 and above. So collectible appeal certainly should be like, okay, ringing some happy alarms for you. Like, okay, they haven't forgotten about us, and they're still going to crank this stuff out. If you guys want, I'll do a longer breakdown on it, but that's, just more evidence that Hasbro's not running off in the toy business. They're just going to keep selling off a few things, letting other partners work on some things that might not fit into what they want to do. So for G.I. Joes with O-rings, for example, yeah, we'll let Super 7 do that. Our profitable classified series is going nowhere. So there you go. Anyway, let's go back into the other stuff. I just thought you all would want to know all about that. Let's see. Jibru says, I've not watched Expanse. I read the first 6 books in the series. It's based on excellent novels. Nice. So does that mean no more toys after 2027? Yes, that's exactly what it means. No more toys from Hasbro. No, they're going to keep doing stuff. Jason Lyles, what's up, bro shot? How are you? Hey, Lyles Figure Files crew? Mage, just closing down for the night. I remade the menu signs and have to hang them up. Lil Mama and her mama are the new owners. I'm the handyman, dishwasher, janitor, social media director. It sounds like you've got a lot of hats. I understand all too well. David Thanos, I think I like Symbiote, Spidey, and Venom. Agent of Gen Z, you said Venom was $60. How do you know? I am the amazing Jeffrey. I know so much about Hasbro. I'm on Hasbro's press list, so they send me the photos and the information with those price points. I'm not just making them up. I have it officially direct from Hasbro. So there you go. David Thanos, what's up, Jace? You're early. He is early. I know what he's doing. Showing up to the spot so early tonight. Anyway, let's see here. What else is going on? So, Storm Collectibles is doing the Storm Arena line. I am very excited about it. And just to refresh everyone's memory on what's to come with this, let's go over to the exclusive home of all things Storm Collectibles. That, of course, is Big Bad Toy Stores, and show you what they've done so far with this line. With the Storm Arena, Ken. This figure looks really amazing and great. Can't wait to add them. $26.99. This is a Big Bad Toy Store little markup because Storm Collectibles in their info had it at $24.99. I'm not quite sure why, outside of, hey, it's popular, it's Ken, it'll sell anyway, why they're charging that much, but whatever. This figure looks really good. I am very excited about this line, the possibilities, the potential of how deep they can go, because they went with the big one. They went with Street Fighter Alpha 3 right out the gate, as opposed to a smaller roster, Street Fighter Alpha, but whatever. It's got everybody, including the Final Fight crew, Guy, Cody, who sat down on the avenue, Rolento, mission complete. The whole crew. I am so looking forward to them showing up, hopefully. And but I mean, this Ken looks awesome. Able to pull off so many of the classic moves, and you know, I'm really curious to see how these match up against the Jada Toys figures, because I think if they get them out fast and keep cranking these guys out, Jada might need to be worried. But here you go. Let me just go to the one, because we know he's here as well. They showed them at the same time. I still don't understand why we don't have the pre-order for you this day one along with Ken. But here you go. Here's Ryu. So now Storm Collectibles showed off this handy dandy roadmap to give you a heads up of where they're going with this thing, and we are hyped. I showed this picture to Jace last night. He said, got a space on the shelf, right? All set for him. He is not the action figure collector I am by any means, but there's some properties, including Alpha 3, that has him very excited. Here's what they've got coming for us. Ryu and Ken, which is, I think is funny because we're getting Ken first, then we're getting Sagat, then those silhouette figures. Pretty simple, easy if you're in this Street Fighter outfit. All got Dan here, got Chun-Li with her unique alpha outfit, and then we got Charlie. So that'll be kind of neat because we can put our Jada Toys, Guile, and Charlie right next to each other. Very fun. That'd be cool to do. And I am really hoping we see all 60 of these characters long before the end of the year, so they can give us another 3, maybe 4 more before the time December rolls around. But if we can get these guys soon, that'd be really exciting. Like, Jace is the mid-show guy. I know he comes in for the hot tag. I don't know what he's doing there. Robert, I may get the Ghost Spider for the comedy of it and make it X-Force pack, but that's it. David Thanos. Yeah, at least he shows up and he's not. Exactly. Justin, I'm just now opening up my Shield 3 pack I got for Christmas last year. I haven't opened mine yet, but I do have it. And I was happy. Oh gosh, I totally forgot. I actually had things. Alpha Proto. I'm getting Storm Rita and Jada. I'm all in. I'm with you. Jace. Ha! I heard the Storm Marina characters were on the early part of the show. There you go. Neil Cox. Oh, I really hope we get 112 Golden Axe. They didn't announce them as part of the figures that they're doing right away. Not that that means a whole lot, because if this proves really popular, I assume they're going to throw everything they can to bite into Jada Toys' profitability. So here's what they showed off in terms of what they're doing with Storm Arena so far. So we've got Street Fighter Alpha 3, King of Fighters 98, or King of Fighters Ultimate Match 98. Maybe I said that right the first time. King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match. Son of Ogre. Have no connection to that one, but I do have connection to the other one, Darkstalker. So those are the 4 properties they've announced. They've shown one of the characters from Son of Ogre and at least 2 Street Fighter Alpha 3 characters. Nothing from King of Fighters, nothing from Darkstalkers just yet, but hopefully we'll see some maybe as soon as this weekend or next weekend. I keep wanting to go zoom, press the fast forward button on to Toy Fair, but not just yet. Jamelin, Storm really seems to be going on the offensive. That shows how much of an impact Jade has made. This kind of competition works in our favor. Exactly. It's like, yeah, Storm Collectibles, sweat it out. What are you going to do? Oh, we're going to go into a scale that's compatible with them and all your other 6-inch figures. And we're going to drastically cut the price. Their prices were priced for their scale figures, but now they're going to a smaller scale. It fits in more what Jade is doing. And I really like the idea of them going with Alpha 3 because, Jada's still knocking out the World Warriors from Street Fighter 2. And if they do more characters that Jada hasn't done, Chun-Li in that outfit, Dan, Charlie, I'd have loved to have seen a few other different characters too. I mean, Sagat, he's fine. Adon would have been really cool to see. Birdie would have been fun. Rose, although I'm still trying to figure out how they can maneuver all of her unique outfit and still make her super articulated. Not my problem. No, not working for them. But I'm really interested to see what they do with that. I hope they scale with Jada. I mean, David, do they want to scale with Jada? I think it's a real question because Jada toys, you can find those figures in Target and presumably Walmart. And I don't know why they're not at GameStop, which seems like the major place you should be able to find them all the time. But you won't be able to find these figures unless you get them from Big Bad Toy Store. And I kind of wonder if that's going to be a mistake for them because I feel like this is the line they need to get out there. This would be a great line for them to put into GameStop, do a partnership with them because Big Bad Toy Store is pretty big. GameStop, I mean, I know some are closing, but this would be the perfect kind of avenue for them to get some retail space and go, hey, wouldn't you like to get our figures instead of Jada? So we'll see. Ray Pass. I'm going to wait to see what some of those opening reviewers show. I don't like the knees and elbow joints on the Storm. Could be different in hand. I'll wait. Ray, do you have any of those figures? I have a bunch in there. I don't know. I mean, I guess they definitely do look different, but I think they're really helpful in terms of articulation and posing the figures to get in all those really cool fighting poses. It's just one of those aesthetics. I think if you get used to it and have it in hand, and I'm going to assume that it's just going to be the same engineering that they have on those larger scale vehicles, figures just shrunk down to a smaller scale. And if that is the case, they're going to be really fun to pose and to play and do all kinds of like, oh, I was able to pull off this move too. So we'll see. Neil Cox, I'll probably bounce between Jade and Storm. I will certainly get Jade a Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. Yes, sir. Rick Cage, Emerald Beam Cannon. Greetings. Alpha Proto. I was about to call you Alpha Proton. I'm a bit annoyed. I'll have to double dip with the Darkstalkers. I've been getting their other Darkstalkers that don't scale with the other 112. Now I have to buy Dimitri and Morrigan again. Those are the only two they made, right? I mean, that Storm made. I don't remember if any other companies have done them. But yeah, I haven't bought either of those two from Storm Collectibles because they were so slow in rolling out those characters. You gotta assume that they'll get to those characters in a lot more faster in this smaller scale. So, and the fact that they have them mentioned on the poster, it's not just like, well, I'm hoping that they'll show up. We're gonna see them. And there's no point in doing the Darkstalkers line without those two at least. TJ Jedi, Allows Figure Files crew, what's good? What's good? King Collectors here. What's up, y'all? Rick H. Rose would need to have soft goods, Sir Jeff. Well, I mean, softer than normal plastic. They could do some vinyl, I guess. That could work. And we've seen some plastic that's soft enough that it's still plastic, but doesn't impede articulation. So I don't know what's more affordable or cost beneficial for them to use, but they could do it outside of using cloth. DJ Jedi, the irony of Jada Street Fighter 2 not being available at GameStop is just, it is a weird thing. G-Brew, speaking of GameStop, my local shop has a McFarlane Cyclops statue. The Chase, Captain Cold, and regular Guy Gardner. No Power Girl. King Collector. Got the figures I won last week. Yesterday. Thanks, Javin Lawson. Happy to hear you won. Oh, I mean, not just that you won, but that you got the figures. Speaking of, let me pull up the email that we got from Felix Guerrero, who also won. He got there we go. He scored the Cobra Ferret. And so he was kind enough to send along some photos. So we could blast them, put them up here. Here is one. There we go. And here is Felix with his freshly won Cobra Ferret. Thanks again for entering in. Check out the cats there in the background there. So that's pretty cool. So King Collector, if you'd be so kind, it'd be awesome. Just to see a little picture with you with the Tiger Force, Tripwire, and Roadblock. Stay tuned soon for the next giveaway. All right, so let me see here. DJ Jedi, McFarlane can learn a thing or two from Storm about playing nice with others, scale-wise. Yes. yes. So it's way late into the show, but I did get some things. What did you all get this week? My order from Walmart came in with their here take it all sale. So I was able to get a pair of these guys. So now I need to hurry up and open Metalhead because now I have real Iron Grenadier representation. I suppose I should get an Iron Grenadier as well. I got this guy, Max Mercury. He was $8 or $9, and this is a figure I have seen several times when I've gone through to the one or two good Walmarts in my area. I was like, I need to get Max, and then one of my buddies found him even cheaper for $2.99. So this is a nice looking figure, small, slender. He's not on that super ridiculous buck, so I was really happy to get him, and no problems on the paint job too. And then I got my impulse figure that I don't know if I need to hold on to. I got the Beyonder, and it was like, oh, he's $11.99. So he's here. I'm still trying to figure out if I really want it. That I really, really need to keep him. But I did get Titania, and she was the one that I was like, oh, hurry up before they decide to change the price. So I was happy to get her. And I was just waiting for her to show up at Target. So Target, you snooze, you super lost. I win, got her for $11.99. So that was a big win. Anybody else get their deliveries from Target, from Walmart? Because that was a crazy sale. And oh yeah, this guy too. Forgot about him. L.A. Knight. Yeah, he was $16. I mean, it was a great sale. Able to grab a bunch of stuff quick, and then I was like, wait, there's more stuff. So let me know if you guys got anything too, or what y'all got over the course of the week. Teen Anthony says, the problem with Hasbro Marvel Legends is they don't really have competition. There's no one to push them to make better Marvel figures for a good price, just like Jada's pushed Storm. How would you price Marvel Legends? One, like take them back down to $20, $15, and how would you make them better? Because I see people saying that a lot, and I'm just like, what would they do to make them better and keep them affordable? The competition that we've seen are like Diamond Select. Those figures don't have nearly the same articulation. Mafex, Mezco, SH Figure Arts, they're way more expensive. And, people are like, well, they can't compare them, but what else? And I don't know why Disney would want somebody else to get the Marvel license to do 6-inch action figures. Like, I think some of it was that, hey, there's nobody doing 6-inch scale Mega Man and Street Fighter figures. It was widely available at Target, Walmart, etc. And that's where Jada was able to just slide on in. I mean, how many people know about Storm Collectibles? Maybe not everybody's going to Target or Walmart. So I don't know. What would you want to see, a Marvel Legends competitor do and offer? What's this week's giveaway? My love and appreciation for you tuning in. Nothing this week. Robert, I got Secret Wars Titanium Wolverine and Chameleon. Nice. Biggest was my wife won veteran William from another podcast and gifted it to me for Valentine's Day. Very nice. Congratulations. Agent of Gen Z, I got the Maestro Union Blade Master Wing 2.0. Some other third-party figs, Neck of the Howling Werewolf, some Brave New World merch, Max Spidey, just mostly pre-orders. Nice. Jalen, I've never seen Max Mercury in person. Really? That's so wild because he has been a constant fixture on my Walmart store shelves. He has been everywhere. He's been there so often. I was like, oh yeah, I need to go ahead and knock him out and get him because he was one of those figures where it's like, am I in on this McFarlane line? I don't know. Am I in on this McFarlane line? Or do I want to hold out and see if whatever? But clearly I'm all in now. And so I was like, I got to get Max. I always loved him from the Impulse run. And they've been able to use him fairly well since then. But yeah, I was really happy to get him. Now I just need them to do a better scale version of Bart with the big feet so I can actually pair him up nicely. Devin B, I got Karnak, Kristar, Kane, which Kane? Wolfie Brood 2-pack, Kid Flash, Guy Gardner Green. Nice. Blake, Jeff, how did you get those Marvel Legends for half off? Walmart had a crazy flash sale. I think it was last Tuesday. Yes. Yeah, because Valentine's Day was Friday. So they just had a bunch of stuff. I did a video on it like maybe a couple hours into it. Stuff was selling out at that point. Like by the time I got the video up, the Marvel Legends Secret Wars wave, which I'm pretty sure was the biggest thing they had on Marvel Legends that was on sale. They had Titania, Iron Man, Beyonder. I'm trying to think if Spider-Man was. I know Captain America was not when I got Titania, so I don't think he was on sale. They had a bunch of G.I. Joes, the Mega Man, and the first 3 Street Fighter figures for $10. That was crazy. Had some decent sales on Star Wars. Transformers Studio Series figures, like everything they sold, they had on sale, and a lot of it was for 50% off. So it was like, hurry up. I keep checking their website in the hopes that something else goes on sale, but nothing as of late or since then. And I know, and I forgot to do this beforehand, Best Buy has been very sporadically putting the McFarlane Toys action figures on sale. And I think earlier today, they actually had Power Girl available. So, like, the Dark Knight Returns Batman, the Battle Damage one, Huntress, they were both on sale for $16 earlier this week. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else that's on sale still or now. So you can see they have Guy Gardner now. You can just add him to cart. He's in stock. I like that they actually have these figures. It's the only reason I go to Best Buy's website anymore. Just so funny because it's like I'm not looking for video games. I'm not looking for movies. Never really, I mean, you look for a TV or something once every 5 or 10 years, and then that's it. But man, I'm here every week now looking for figure deals because they have a lot of sales on figures. Doesn't look like they have anything on sale. But I definitely recommend checking them out because they really do have a bunch of sales at random points. And this was not a President's Day deal. It's just a, hey, we got some stuff on sale again. Let me check Walmart real fast for you, Blake, just to see if they happen to have anything on sale right now. But their sales are so random. Oh, let me see real fast. Oh yeah, he was $27. I know for sure he was. I don't know about Cap and Falcon. Where's the crazy sale? And let's see here. Looks like everything else is still on or back to normal pricing. So yeah, I will definitely try the next time they have a sale to make sure everybody knows about it. But it just came and went so fast. Too fast to catch up to. Devin B. Oh, and the Crystal Doggy 2-pack. Nice. DJ Jet, I never thought I'd see the day when I feel inclined to sit out an entire Marvel Legends Spider-Man wave. But the Pulse announcements were mid. yeah, it was interesting. Since y'all are talking about it, let me pull up my pictures on that. And let's get into it. Let's talk about those. This is why I really want to make sure that I got all my thoughts out on this wave of figures first, because I knew y'all want to talk about this whole wave of figures. And I don't hate them. It's just kind of like, all right, it's not our time. Had a lot of comic book figures. I guess they're running out of comic book villains for Spider-Man. But anyway, so here's the Miles Morales in his updated suit. I did think this was a pretty nice looking figure. Good colors. More him. That looks really neat. The upgrade suit, colors pop on him. This is for the whole wave. Here's a Spider-Man, Peter Parker, his symbiote look with cool accessories, cool posing. Let's see. There's some other ones that were fun. The Marvel Legends, Miles Morales, Brooklyn 2099. Don't sleep till Brooklyn 2099. That figure looks really fun. Then we've got the Ghosts or the Spirit Spider, not Ghost Spider, but he looks neat. I like this. I think he'd make for a cool Ghost Rider villain. Here you go with them. Let's see. Is there anything else to show that I want to show? They have a new Kingpin in black. He's the man in black. His Johnny Cash tribute. New head portraits. They both look really nice. Not sure which one I like more. Probably this one, but they both look cool. And let's see. For those of you who might have snoozed or missed out on the live stream, then you got the Venom. He's a deluxe. Like I said before, he's $70. This slime on the teeth is a separate accessory that you can actually take out. That's really cool. And let's see here. More Venom picks. Here is him versus Spider-Man. So this stuff, I didn't think they were bad. I'm probably not going to get most of them, but I appreciate the fact that they're just trying to do something for the Gamerverse fans and give my wallet a real break. Like between this X-Men wave, the comic book covers wave, it's like, hey, slow down a bit, Marvel Legends. So here it is. And I'm just going to be fine with taking a break for a second. I was trying to drag your comment over like I was doing the pictures. David Thanos, I found Ultimate Edition Sexy Lexi. Got my big rubber guys, Flair with the belt. Oh, did they not all come on the belt? Got my GameStop order, 2 Captain Colds, 1 regular, 1 Chase. Nice. And 4 regular Power Girls. Did you want one of the Chase Power Girl figures? Jibru, I got a NECA, Usagi, Yujimbo. Complete set of the Jim Lee X-Men trading cards. Nice. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Compendium 2. Young Avengers Epic Collection Volume 1. Nice. Kwame Taylor. Pushing back on Marvel Legends not having competition. Legends has competition. It's just that Hasbro spoiled collectors so long they've grown in title. I'm with you. I mean, it's like, what? I mean, there's Diamond Select. There's, what is that? I mean, there's so many companies are doing Marvel figures. It's not like they have a monopoly on them, and you just have to pay more. And I'm still want to hear what people will have to say about what they want to see a competitor to Marvel Legends do that Hasbro is not doing right now. Eggs and flapjacks. Now I'm hungry. Hey Jeff, I got the Beyonder. Sold it the same day, but kept the Battle World accessory and Craven the Hunter for my own card Spider-Man animated series collection. How many of those figures do you have now? Because I feel like they've done a ton of those retro card animated series Spider-Man characters. Yeah, it's weird. I think the low price for them was like, this is a great deal. And I'm like, you didn't really care about this figure in the first place. Why did you get it just because it's on sale? And that happened to any of y'all ever? Because I was like, I don't need this Beyonder, but he was on sale and shit. I think what was going on was I was like, all right, what does it take to get to the free shipping threshold? And I just needed to keep looking in the cart. Could have found some more stuff. DJ Jedi, my Marvel Legends Spidey Boy ride this week. Not bad in hand. That's right. There is that wave too. And I definitely want to get Agent Venom, Chameleon, and there's another one. Oh, Kane, for sure from that wave. So it's just like, there's been a lot of Marvel Legends lately. And I'm happy to take a break for a wave. David Thanos, I've seen like 6 Max Mercuries and 15 Green Lanterns at one Walmart. Yeah, the Green Lantern, he's worse than Max. But yeah, for sure. That's how it's been at a lot of Walmarts I visit. Max Mercury, Green Lantern, whatever Superman variant you want to choose, like the Ashton Comics 1000 version in sort of different colors, but those 3 have been constants. Henry G's here. Hello, people. Happy Thursday. Jeff, what's up, man? My figure pals peep. Hope everyone is having a great week. So far, so good. It's almost over. Hopefully yours is going well too, my friend. Brew Max Mercury is a peg warmer in my local Walmart. Mine too. Legacy Lions BK. Greetings, crew. What's up, Lefty? How are you? Neil Cox. I got a reduced price on a damaged box. Kessler Werewolf, UK and Demand Toys also had a number of other sale items like a Shield 3-pack for the price of one figure. That was a great deal. Man, that was solid. UK and Demand Toys. Very cool. G-Brew, the Action Comics Superman is the biggest McFarlane peg warmer, though. Huge stack of them on top of the shelves. Yep. I think it's because he's that early McFarlane figure. Doesn't have the double jointed elbows, his ankle joints. And I have to say this with a real caveat. My figure doesn't fall that often. Or I think when I was learning how to figure out how to pose them with that ankle joint, he tipped over a bit more. But now he's solid, and I'm going to say that in the middle of the stream, he's going to fall over and knock over a bunch of things. But we'll see. No wood to knock on, so we'll just have to hope for the best. Jamelin, I got Power Girl, Chameleon, NECA Ben Cooper, Kids, Batman, and Joker. Nice. Superpowers, Robin, Lobo, and the bundle with the Mana, Sea Saucer, and Bat Multicraft. Oh, I didn't realize that was out now. I saw that on Entertainment Earth. I didn't realize people were getting them already. Jamelin, I should be getting a pile of loot tomorrow. Nice. What's in it? Brian P. Best Buy still has a NECA Christopher Lee Horror of Dracula on sale for $28. How much is that normally? We don't have a lot of good Van Helsings in movies. Certainly not Hugh Jackman, G-Brew. King Elector, I haven't seen Beyond or Out in a while. 11 is a great price. I missed that Walmart sale. I did catch a Cygor She-Spawn 2-pack for 21 from Amazon yesterday. Nice. It's wild how some stuff is on sale so cheap, it's gone before you can even track it. There was something else. I think it was on Amazon. I'm pretty sure it was from Marvel Legends. Let me pull that up real fast. I do know there's no G.I. Joes on sale right now. Just did a quick check on them, and no, there's nothing there. Excuse me. Yep, nothing fun there. Let's see. I think one of those box sets. And I'm remembering that somebody on here was looking for it. This Punisher and Bushwhacker keeps jumping up to $74. I don't know what the deal is. It's $55 at its base price point, but it just keeps going back and forth. It's really interesting. We've been talking about these Max series. Colossus really needs a Max series and just have another figure with him in his powered down look, because this figure set with Juggernaut is really expensive. They need to get more Colossus figures out there for us. Or is it get more Colossi out to us? Oh, is this one? It's 50, typically 52.88. And I think the Spider-Man set was really cheap too. This is so riveting podcasting. And I just thought I saw it. And I felt like somebody was asking about it. Or maybe it was the X-Men set. Anyway, since I'm not seeing it right away, just keep that moving. Odin's on sale a little bit. He's worth 46. Great figure. Definitely worth picking up. Man, I thought that thing was on sale. I don't see it. Anyway, keep it moving. Keep it rolling. Agent Genzi, Cop and Venom for sure. Weedy whack. Neil Cox, the texture on that classic part of the update suit is what I wanted on the Maximum Spider-Man. Tempted by Kingpin. Nothing else. We're talking about which figure are you talking about, Neil? On the Miles or no? You said texture. So we talking about Miles or we talking about Peter? This Peter. That's not bad. I think they did a really nice job putting that detail on them. I'm still trying to figure out where everybody got this sense that, hey, Peter's costume needs to have raised webs. That's something I'm really confused about, because in the classic comics, it certainly was not ever done. Like it was something like, hey, these webs should be raised. You're Steve Ditko. I mean, they don't look like they have any layers to them. It didn't quite, just like, where do we get this notion that they should be raised webs. And it seems like people were saying like that would really enhance the value of the figure. And I'm just like, okay, I still don't see where these webs should be raised. So here's another one from another classic Spider-Man artist, John Romita Jr. or John Romita Sr. Jr. does some cool stuff too, but I don't know. Just trying to figure that out. Kwame Taylor, every stream isn't for everybody. Collectors forget that. Even though we're averaging a stream a month. Yeah, I mean, to me, the 2-pack of X-Force, which I did not show, was really cool. And I'm looking forward to those figures. And I'm pretty happy most of the time if there's at least something in the stream that I want, preferably something on my wish list. Now, that X-Force 2-pack was not oh man, this is a need. You guys finally knocked out something major on my checklist, but I'm still happy to see them. Warpath looks really cool in this, and X23 has better articulation, and that does a whole lot for those figures. Hopefully she's still small and not, eye to eye with, say, Carol Danvers, who's too short. Ray Paz, Kingpin looks good. He does. I did a nice job with him. Meh on the Venom. I like Warpath. Yeah. Harry G, I got a bunch in this week. Things of note. Kickstarter Medieval Spawn Black. Nice. McFarlane Superpowers Crowdfund. Power Girl, Captain Cold, and Guy from GameStop. Shout out to GameStop for coming through. Mine is now too far, but I do have Guy close enough that I can show you. And I got classic version of Guy, including the hair swap parts, the face plates. Looking forward to reviewing him after Power Girl because she's next. But yeah, I mean, GameStop was like, we have, pre-order, we got you covered, and got them, no problems. And that was one where I was like, they're both going to be platinum, and I'm going to be upset at Power Girl. Guy, I'm figuring, any of these other retail crew will have them. I'll find the regular version. I don't mind that Chase version. I don't know if I need it, but I wouldn't be upset if I got it. Amazing Yamaguchi, Rebel Tech. That was the company that does those Marvel and DC figures that I was blanking on. Ru Hayabusa. How do you like that figure? Turn out all right? Brian P. I'll pick up Ghost Spider since he was in the comics, X-Force 2-pack, and maybe Kingpin. G Brew. Might get Kingpin for my brother because Kingpin is one of his favorite Marvel villains. Yeah, he's solid. Jamelin, I only really want one figure that was reeled and a few maybes if I happen to see them. But I think it's a cool way. They look cool. Just because they aren't for me doesn't make them trash. Yeah, it's like I think they look really well done if you're into the gamerverse and wanting to see those costumes, those skins in figure form. And really, we've gotten a ton of really good Marvel Legends already. With that Spider-Man retro wave, the X-Men wave, and some people already have them in hand already. The comic covers, so that's 3 really solid waves. It's just February. So I can give them a hey, y'all go nuts. Have fun with that one. Because I mean, the figures are cool. And if that's one where if they happen to show up at Walmart for $5, I'll probably get most of them. If they show up at Ollie's, oh, cool, great. I'm not gonna be tracking them down every month to see if they go on sale, but they're solid looking figures. And for the people who are into them and who are excited about them, cool. I am very happy for you. David Thanos. Yeah, I was looking for a Chase Power Girl. All right. David Thanos is looking for a Chase Power Girl. So, David Thanos, friend, big time friend of the channel, has helped out several folks here. He's looking for a Chase Power Girl. If you happen to see one, let him know, let him or me know, and let's try to help him out. Thank you. G-Brew, I don't have an issue with most of Hasbro's Marvel Legend releases. I just wish they would update the articulation. To what? Stop reusing outdated bodies and invest in wire cloth capes. I'm with you on the outdated bodies. They have worked to get rid of the Bucky cap mold and the female bodies that don't have the bicep and double jointed articulation. But what other ones would you like to see them stop using. I do feel like they get rid of them. The Bucky Cat was the biggest vendor, but the ones they're using now, I don't think are bad bodies, even if we wanted to see some changes to them. Oops. Dark Knight 297. What's good, Jeff? And the Figure Files crew. Did I miss much? Everything, as Thanos once said. Sir, GL Rick Cage, Esquire. Pile of Loot, Mechanical Battle Beast, Fastlander, Samurai, Storm Collectibles, Orange and Green variant, my high school colors. Cool. I have her in the regular one. And so I'm going to have her. I'm going to get Joe. And if they do Andy, I think I'll be okay. I won't need to get any of the other ones that they've pumped out because they've done a pretty solid job of getting those figures out. But now, for $25, $27, I'm okay waiting and getting them for a cheaper price point. Olu, what's up, Olu? PR Spidey was tough. Yeah. David Thanos. Some of the big rubber guys are starting to bring belts. Harley has the NWA belt. Nice. Flair, big gold. Arn TV title. Tele US title. They have a Magnum one too, right? And did Hacksaw Jim Duggan have a Mid-South one too? Am I misremembering that? Yeah, cheaper. That Hugh Jackman was so bad. And I feel like that was an easy one to get right, and they just botched it. Jalen, the Superpowers bundle ship for backers of the crowd fund. I like to let my pile of loot build up and not remember exactly what's in it. So I get a slice surprise when it arrives. That's fun. Did I notice that Venom has boot cuts and toe joints? No. To answer your question, I did not. Let's see. The boot cuts. I see. I don't understand the issue with the boot cut. The boot cuts. What are they supposed to do with the articulation? Like, if you want that, wouldn't you want him to have that swivel? I mean, it's not like it's so much a boot. If he didn't have the boot cut, how would you move that part? Or would you not want him to move? And what's the other thing you mentioned? The toe joints. Toe joints are cool for Venom. Are we not excited about that too? I don't know. Let me know. Doc Avenger. Hey guys, what's up? How are you? Neil Cox. The Miles update suit. Yeah, the red part. I know in the comics it's not raised, but it just looks better to me. I think that is so much a product of the movie making the original one, the Sam Raimi one, making people think, oh, that looks really good. And I think, when they were talking about the costume designs, they were going like, hey, this is showing up better. And this is before they were really focused on super comic book accuracy. And I'm definitely not hating on that look. I find it a little bit distracting, but I know a lot of people are like, oh man, this is so awesome because it's got this look. And it looks fine when he's in motion or whatever. I'm not the biggest fan of the Raimi Spider-Man movies for different reasons, namely that he's quiet the entire time. I think the Tom Holland one nails how Spider-Man is in the comics so good. Oh, dude, you got a metal arm. Just talking nonstop. But I think it's really interesting how the movies impact how people then view the comic book appearances. It's not good enough because it's not how it is in the movies. And they did some really great versions of that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man throughout the years. And from Toy Biz, and I'm assuming, because I don't have that version, but yeah, they'll have to, let me see, Marvel Legends No Way Home. Spider-Man. There you go. I forgot they did a 3-pack of those guys. And woo, that was a good time. Everybody remembers and finally remembers that moment. Of course, now I can't find it. As it goes to the 3-pack, which is still apparently going for big money. It's surprising. Let me see here and pull this up really quick. Sorry. Just get into these moments where it's like, well, let's talk about it. Yeah, so that's the Toby version. I mean, I can see why it's appealing to some people with that look. It's just not my particular favorite, but whatever. I'm not the end all be all of how Spider-Man should look in figure form, but I think that's what did it. But I also think for Spider-Man figures, if you want that raised look, you have really good options based on the Tobey Maguire figures they've done in the past. Spidey 5-pack is 61 on Amazon currently. Thank you, Devin. Is that cheaper or about what it's been? Agent Gen Z, I wish NECA would make Dog Soldiers figures. Okay. Eggs and flapjacks. I'm glad they're making a new Black Cat because that retro card is about $60 on eBay. Jeez. It's wild how some figures just kind of like jump up in price so fast, and it's like, what happened? And you mentioned Black Cat. I didn't do the high res version of her like I did some of the other ones, but here you go. She did mention it. I was saving them in the wrong format when Hasbro sent them along. I was like, oops. Here you go. Here's that Black Cat. And she comes with the Wand of Watum. And I haven't played the game, so maybe there's some connection to it. Why? I mean, she's a thief. So I like the paneling, but it seems like something we've seen before. Just not necessarily because they're ripping off this look, but I just feel like when we see these costumes done in movies, there's so much paneling, and I just like, I'm trying to figure out who is stitching these costumes like this. I don't see cosplayers wear costumes like this. Anyway, long ran over. There's the Black Cat. And let's see here. Give it up from a guy. Thank you so much, Alexander L, for the super chat. $1.99. Really appreciate that. Finally, a sane toy channel. I might be a little bit insane in the membrane, but thank you so much. All the same. And thank you again for the $4.99 super chat. Into the Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Verse movie ever made, but Homecoming is the best live action. It's funny. It's somewhere in there with those three Spider-Man films for me. The Tom Holland ones, because I feel like they capture who Spider-Man is so well, and they're so much fun. I really like the deal when that Rise of the Prom was like, oh no. That's still one of my favorite moments in all the MCU. And it's like, they're both realizing it at the same time. Great. And I think for me, No Way Home is my favorite just because it's very much a Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. And it's like, hey, look, I'll bring these other guys in here too. So that's probably why it's my favorite. But I think all those Spider-Man films that Tom Holland fronted are really good. And I love Into the Spider-Verse too. Both of those are really good. Really good. Let's see here. Where did we go? Where was that? King Collector. Amazon had a few things on sale. I did catch JoJo Classified Raptor for $23. I'm still trying to catch Road Pig on sale. It was wild. It's such a, I don't say a ripoff, but Target was like, please take Raptor a few months back. They were selling him for like as low as $7, where it was like, why is he this cheap? What happened? And he just all of a sudden, I went back to Target and they had him for full price again. And I don't know if they were like, maybe we shouldn't have made him this cheap. And that's funny because I know this was part of a sale for President's Day, apparently, because Road Pig was cheaper. They had a new lower price tag on him. And let's see. Which I always find funny looking at Target's website for their figures. They don't. It's like, oh, here are the only ones we have. You'll go in the store and they have a whole bunch of stuff. Speaking of Target, I went Sunday, or no, it was Saturday. I went to Target and they had the retro figures. They had all the 6-inch figures for $17.49. And I was like, oh, cool. I didn't have anything I want. I already had Alpine. I already have Jinx. I have Retro Recondo and Retro Beachhead. They didn't have the Snow Servant. They didn't have the Eel because I might have gone, all right, I've got a bunch now. So probably worked out best for everybody. But look for them. If you see them in your stores, it might go on sale again. What did they tease at the end? Oh, you're talking about the live stream. Let me pull that up for you real fast with my picture. Then I can throw it onto the screen. So, dear friend Justin, they're teasing a missile. And this missile is widely thought to be included a lot of people in the real know said that the Maximum Series Hulk is going to come with a missile, which we can pretty much assume is said missile, which is why I'm thinking since they're teasing it, we might see this Maximum Series Hulk next weekend at Toy Fair. They said they're not going to show a ton of stuff, but I think if they were to show him, he would count for a whole lot of, oh man, they showed Maximum Series Hulk. I didn't tell the price, but they showed him. Better not be $100. But this could be really cool. I'm really excited, intrigued about the possibilities with the Maximum Series Hulk. And I don't know how popular this is, but I want to see him with soft good pants where you can take off Magic Mike style. And he has the trunks underneath, so we can have original Hulk hanging out with the Avengers look. And that'd be really fun. And then, of course, with all the different portraits that they could throw in, we could have the more brutish head sculpt for him, like Jack Kirby drew. And, they could do different head sculpts throughout the years. Sal Buscema, even a John Byrne look, Dale Keown. Of course, he wasn't normally rocking the normal default Hulk attire when Dale got to him. Jace is still on. That black costume Spidey looks pretty good. I think so too, bro. Justin. Guy Gardner looks cool. Is that the Silver Age era? I think Guy in that look is considered bronze or whatever post bronze was. I think they were calling it modern era for a while, but modern continues to be modern. Excuse me. I think he might still fit in bronze era though. Janewin. Oh, I forgot about that 2-pack. I thought that was a pretty good reveal. Those and Venom are probably the stars of the day for me. That Denim figure, though, wow. I am very happy and very satisfied with my retro Venom. And when I was doing my top 10 Marvel Legends, and I was so happy and satisfied with my list, somebody was like, oh, and I'm going to put retro Venom on my list. It's like, oh, it was like grown. How could I forget retro Venom? They put out a lot of stuff last year, so I'm going to use that as my excuse. But I'm really happy with that. This Venom for Spider-Man 2, that was really cool. So maybe when I play Spider-Man 2, I'm like, I'm gonna get this Venom figure. And then of course it's gonna be $150. And I'm like, darn it. But I'm with you. He looked really cool. And the fact that he could grab both of them, that was really fun. Vin Doom. My pre-orders from Best Buy, Power Girl, Guy, Captain Cole were delayed today. Oh, that's not good. Was Power Girl the one that was holding it up? I'm really curious about that because on their website, Captain Cold and Guy are just there waiting for everybody. So I'm wondering if they ran out of some of their copies or their allocations of Power Girl figures. Kwame, I'm worried X-Force 2-pack colors won't match the rest we already have. It's a very valid concern. Let me see how fast. Oh, I can't find that quickly. Oh, let me see. Maybe I should try my Phantom X review because he would be the one that I would have most of that team together with. Bear with me real fast. Phantom X. Oh, okay. Let's see here. This is a sweet 3-pack, though. This one with Psylocke, Phantom X, and Nimrod. Here you go. I think your concerns might be really valid because this Wolverine definitely does not look like he's got that same shade of gray, silver as Warpath and X-23 have. And so that's the case. Let me go to the X-23 review because she also might be real different on that since we do have her in those colors. Huh. I don't know. Now this looks like it actually fits in more. Let's see. So this is her with that color scheme. And you can see she's whack because she has single jointed elbows, no bicep articulation. And that's really bad for somebody that's like slashing. And gosh, this way too tall Kitty Pryde figure continues to grate at me every time I see her. It's annoying then, and she's bad. And so you can see that figure is going to be improved because at least from the arm articulation, big time improvement over what we got already. So I thought I had a picture with the rest of X-Force. That's a picture with all of X-Force. Anyway, so I think you might be right. Hopefully that won't be the case though. Devin B. God Gardner has different skin tones on that figure. His ears are peachy and his face plates are darker. Let's see here. I'm always curious. I wonder if like sometimes stuff like that happens with oh man, you are so right. They are so peachy. It's like a totally different. Like, what is he doing in space? That's wild. How'd they let that go through? Robert Hayes, late but here, figure fam. Happy Thursday. What's up, Robert? How are you? Tevin B. I hope that missile's to firepower from Armor Wars. Man, wouldn't that be a twist? David Thanos, the crazy thing. There's so many skins in the game. I'm shocked they didn't make more of the Gamerverse figures. Me too. I mean, this really feels like something they should have been cranking out for years. The second they got that Miles out, I'm shocked they don't do Gamerverse figures, like one every wave or something. Because it's like there's so many people who are not necessarily into the comics, but will buy figures based on how they appear in the video games. I mean, geez. I mean, Roblox, Minecraft, they're doing the whole thing and they're missing. I'm not that, of course, they're doing Marvel in that, but if they did more game based figures, I mean, we got that Captain America a long time ago. We got an Iron Man from the Midnight Suns game, but they're so random with it. And I feel like if they did, maybe they just took that catch all approach and did a dedicated Gamerverse wave every year where here's a little bit of something, maybe throw in some characters from Rivals because everyone loves that game. It seems like a missed opportunity for him, for real. Tom Finn, what's up, man? I'm very selective with my Legends purchases these days. Not out of protest or anything. I'm just more interested in first time in line, like Huskamero, and truly needed remakes like Banshee. Yes, absolutely. Ryan Daly, I finally caved and ordered a soft goods cape for Moon Knight on Etsy. So much better. Yeah, send me the link because Moon Knight's probably one. Vision, that last one, y'all sent me like a really good one for him. I still haven't gotten that cape because I'm still trying to wrap my head about paying more for the figure's cape than I did for the figure, but he needs a better cape. Ski Raider, what's going on? Eric Cage would like to remind you, GL smash that like button, citizens. Thank you, my friend. All right, here we go. Answer to my question. G-Brew. The articulation that needs updated are the smaller teen female bodies. We need a Laura Kinney with butterfly shoulders, the diaphragm grunt, the diaphragm joint, and ab crunch. That's my main issue. I could argue that Miss Marvel / Warbird is a teen female body, but I won't say that right now. Well, what did you think about the new X23 that they showed? I mean, that seems to address a lot of the issues that you just raised. So what do you think of that one? Ray, toe joints should be on all figures at this point. I'm kind of two minds with that because I find them a little bit tricky sometimes, especially when I'm trying to pose my figures where it's like, huh, who wasn't paying attention to that toe joint? Messed it up something. So I was really happy taking pictures of my Yokozuna with my SummerSlam 93 Lex Luger and reenacting all their big moments from their match. And Lex is excited because, hey, I got a count out win on this dude. I'm just like, Lex, what are you doing, dude? But I was able to actually have him lift up Yokozuna straight up without needing anything. But because of the toe joint, and this was, I'm happy that you mentioned this because I could bring it up right away. So I took this picture, happy about doing the forearm smash into the ropes, a lot of balancing, got my old Jack's Jim Cornette over there in the background. And I totally missed that the toe was sticking up. And I mean, sure, maybe that could happen in real life, but it was like, ugh. And I find the toe joint when I'm posing my figures like this, for example, can just randomly pop up. And if I'm not paying attention or just I'm too far gone to go and shoot it again, can mess up some things. And for posing is really fun, but man, sometimes it'll get me just like it did there. Snake Eyes. I cannot wait to get these Gamerverse figures. I cannot wait to see more Gamerverse figures in future. Agent Gen Z. I'm mostly just saying it's really cool that Venom has really good articulation. Okay, thanks. I was confused if you were saying that was a bad thing, but nah, yeah, I'm with you. That's cool. And Venom is definitely one that toe articulation helps because like those crouching poses. Hi, Spider-Man. That's cool. Gingivitis, 75. That Venom and Kingpin are the only ones I'll get from that wave. I'm excited for the Warpath and Laura X-Force 2-pack. Yeah. Kingpin, I think, is really useful where you can have him just being Kingpin, maybe swap the head out and do something else with him, and he's just a big heavy. So he's got some real use, which is cool. Thank you again for the $4.99 super chat, Alexander. Really appreciate that. What would be a reasonable and realistic price for Maximum Hulk? What would be too much? I'd pay $100 easily. It was my last ever Hulk. And so this is the funny thing because I feel like people were wanting to stop buying Spider-Man figures with the Maximum series Spider-Man. And it's like, I mean, we can all look at our collections in all the years we've gotten Spider-Man figures. Oh, I mean, and Luke Skywalker's and Han Solo's. They can't make a perfect end-all be-all figure. One, because technology does improve. And oh man, what's great, 3 years ago is outdated in no time. I do remember there was a point where, wow, this Bucky Cap mold is perfect. It's so much better than the Bullseye mold that they were using with those big, ugly ball joint shoulders and hip joints. I was like, oh, the Bucky Cap joint is awful. Please stop using it on any figure. Those dainty feet are awful. So you have that natural progression of what they're doing and pushing the limits. But I don't know what would be too much for a Hulk. What I pay for Odin? Or what was the standard price? I think it was $70. I think 70 is a good price based on Odin. And Odin had a lot of sculpted details, so Hulk would need a lot of cool accessories to offset that. Odin had all of Odin's accessories were reused, but because of what they packed into them, it was understandable, except for those two helmets. Those, of course, were new. So what? Spider-Man was $50, $20 more for Hulk, depending on what he has. Seems reasonable. He's got to use more plastic, of course. I think 70s seems right. That's what Odin costs, and if you can get those accessories to match up, that could work. What do y'all think? DJ Jedi, the choice to commit to an entire wave of Gamerverse Spideys is wild. When Hasbro could have based one on the new Spidey cartoon, or finish out Spider-Verse with Penny Parker, SPDR, and Spider-Bite. I thought was hilarious when they were talking about Kid Nova, when they showed him, when they were like, look at the figures we did 10 years ago, or when we did our first external live stream. I was cracking up when they were like, oh yeah, we need to finish the champions. Yeah, it's so wild. They have teams, they just refuse and like totally forget. You're just a couple team members away from knocking out and being done with. And like Kwame mentioned, sometimes when they go back and let's finish the team, the colors have changed to the point where they don't match. I was very confused about including so many Spider-Man. Like I thought the X-Men, the Iron Man retro wave was pushing it when they had 3 Iron Man figures in She-Hulk, Count of Area, and Whiplash. Now the Iron Man figures were all really well done, and they kind of covered a different span and time of Iron Man throughout the years. So it's like, okay, it's an Iron Man anniversary wave. We can go for it. But wow, I mean, just having one unique figure that's not Miles or Peter, that was really interesting. I'm with you. And I'm assuming they're taking the wait and see approach like Hasbro has had to with the outside media stuff, because they don't know if this new Spider-Man show was going to be a big hit like X-Men 97, or it was going to be like Eternals, or for the sake of selling figures, Wakanda Forever. One's another one that just kind of didn't do much the box office in terms of moving product. Shang-Chi. So Black Widow. I mean, they've had some misfires in terms of selling product, and I think that's just what happened. I mean, there really isn't anything else to do from Brave New World because they just did not have so many cool toy options. I mean, there's a couple characters they can add in later, but in terms of selling, because we got this big movie and we got a whole wave of figures, not a whole lot. King Elector. Just checked out In Demand Toys and the Shield 3-pack is sold out. Sorry, you can't see me doing the fist bump. Man, I hate I missed that. The price was $20.83 UK. Not sure what that translates into dollars, but their sale was more than 50% off. That was a really good sale, King Collector. DJ Jedi, that Uncanny X-Force Warpath looks fire though. He does. And I like his head sculpt a lot more than the old man they had for that solo version. Alexander L, not feeling that black cat. The design, I think, is probably works fine in a video game. Not as exciting for a figure, though. Lawson, he did. He mentioned it early on in the show, so he did get it. Is the Warpath a repaint of the previous? No, it's a. They're using the Omega Red mold, so much better articulation and articulation scheme. So much better than that old Warpath. Keaton is gangster. Okay, he was Rick Cage. Henry G. Hey, Jeff, were you all in on the lighting collection or cherry picking based on teams? My Power Rangers love basically stops with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, not because I didn't get into the rest. I just didn't watch them, but I have been getting the figures and reading up on those characters. They were super cheap at Ross and Ollie's, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll keep buying them. And I just thought the lighting collection monsters were fun. And I was just like, well, I'll keep buying random Power Rangers. So I'm going to get those turtle ones. I still want to get them. I have the Miguel and Johnny from the Cobra Kai crossover, debating getting the Street Fighter ones. I just think it's fun how they were able to just do so many different variations and team ups. So my lightning collection is a little weird, very non-traditional, but I just thought they were fun figures. Alexander, you got Raptor for $10. Yeah, he was really cheap for a while. Doc Avenger, that way it was an easy pass. Maybe Ghost Spider and Black Cat. Otherwise, I don't need any of these, and I can concentrate on the Mythic Dragon when it drops. Nice. Loston, anyone else get a notice from Hasbro about their Giant Man replacement shipping soon? I did not. I need to call them tomorrow because it's too long now. Yeah, they are shipping those for free. We were owed correctly aligned eyes, so they're making good on that for us, thankfully. They really do need to make it so if you got them and have all that information they want, you can still get it, hopefully. Guy in the Silver Age era looked different. You got to send me a picture of that. I don't remember what he looked like then. Ray Pass, yeah, the Professor Hulk would need to be his own Hulk. I love when Hulk was with the Pantheon group, and I think they would make for really fun figures. They've got cool looks too. And this is the problem with them not having more dedicated Hulk movies because it makes it really hard for Hasbro to do like a Hulk theme, a wave, a box set. And they really need to. I mean, the UFOs would be a box set all on their own. Maybe they could package them with Bruce Banner or Rick Jones. Rick Jones. But yeah, there's so much left with him. Ray, you're not the only one. I for sure buy Pantheon figures. There's just so much left with Hulk. And yeah. Is Spidey Gamerverse Wave fan channel only? I believe so. So actually take notes during these live streams. Let's see here. Where did what they say? Looks like they're not just fan channel. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that for sure. Excuse me, Vin Doom. Both Power Girl and Guy, Captain Cold is there. Colorado stores just suck. I hear you. Lost and Power Girl is awesome, but in scale with Nightfall Batman, she'd be 7 feet tall. Oh yeah, you got to keep her well away from Nightfall Batman, who is, I think, the best skilled of all the Batman figures. That one and the Adam West one. But yeah, his figures are all over the place with the scale, and that JLA Batman is wildly out of scale. When will the Maximum Hulk be revealed? I wonder. Hopefully soon. It seems like everyone knows he's coming, and Hasbro should just go ahead and the Marvel Legends team should just go like, here he is. Y'all have been waiting long enough for him. Now I'm really curious to see who's next. Pulling for Thor, Captain America would be great. I have definitely come around on the thought of Mr. Fantastic because, yeah, I think the Maximum series would be a better way to do him than just the deluxe. Because I feel like even as a deluxe, some of his offerings would be limited. But as a Maximum series figure, they could pack in all kinds of different attachments and go nuts with a Reed figure. No, he wasn't revealed today. Right. I don't know how they would do it. And it would make sense for Professor Hulk and one of the Pantheon teammates to come out and wave or a pack. 3 people would buy it. It was a fun storyline. I feel like, which is weird because they love the 90s so much. And it feels like they don't see all the 90s. It's like X-Men, Spider-Man. I can't see anything else. Although I will say they are making some real progress on that 90s. Everybody wear a leather vest phase of the Avengers. Still need Crystal. We still need Hercules, but we're getting there. Mage CVPT. B. Signs are hung, bathrooms are clean, trash is taken. Time for beer and grilled cheese after this commute home. Also, got MCU Falcon Taurus. Nice. Figure looks cool. Did you enjoy? Justin Mohan. Toe joints are not needed. It's a luxury. I do think that's one where they added to figures. I feel like, okay, you're just showing off now. But yeah, I don't have to have that. Yeah, maybe we need them to show up in a movie or something. Yeah, but they really need to do some Hulk stuff. If they've got the ability to do Hulk movies, that would be great. I guess we might not get a Demolition Man anytime soon. Or Thunderbolt Ross. Let's face it, if you want to do a real deluxe or maximum figure, you need to have 2 sets of feet. One set with toe joints and one set without. Go for that. Jibru, same teenage body with updated arms. There's no change to the torso. Lord needs to be able to hit Spider-Man poses. I don't care for toe joints personally. Torso is the same. It looks like she has more range, but okay. I'll take your word for it. Alexander, yeah, 70 would be a sweet spot. Hopefully. I mean, the Venom figure is $70. So I feel like Hulk, he doesn't need all that same level of detail in the sculpt to get those tendrils going. So I feel like that works. Gavin Reyes, I just got the Brave New World 3 figures. What do you think? You like them? Rick Gage, part of why I buy import figures of original characters is Hasbro Marvel Legends gets annoying with all this updating characters. X-23, Black Widow, Warbird, etc., etc. Oh yeah, I guess Hasbro did do Warbird. I feel like when they update them, for the most part, they're vastly improved. But for me, much like with my phone, if they're doing updates too quickly, I don't have to get it. I'll just wait for one that has a whole lot more of what I want for the figure before I grab it. Jibru, I think Spider-Man and similar characters, Nightcrawler would be one, are the only ones who actually need toe joints. Cyclops doesn't need toe joints. Thor doesn't need toe joints. You have me saying Toe Jam and Earl soon. Lawson, technically, I can stop buying Spider-Man figures as of the Amazing Fantasy Spidey figure, but I know they do a John Romita Sr. Spidey figure that's on point. I'm buying that sucker times 2. Yes. At some point, I expect the Hulk from Mayfex. Was that the figure arts we got? That one looked pretty cool. Asian or Gen Z. Jeff, what's going to be in the grave during March? There's a concerning amount of Hasbro pre-orders. What are you looking or worried about? Way past. I'll say this: my two most favorite Superman figures are from Mezco and Mayfex, so maybe the Hulk will be worth the wait. Which Mayfex? Oh, which one? I guess there's a few that Mayfex have done. I really like the one from Hush. That one's cool. I'm looking forward to whenever they get to the reign of the Superman, Superman. My Eradicator is shipping, so I can't wait to open him up. David Thanos. So it looks like the beginning of the Spider-Man overload this year. I feel like those league lists had Spider-Man 2 characters mentioned, and I don't think they have a whole lot of other Spider-Man stuff mentioned. Gavin, I'm excited for Raw in the Space Knight. Me too. I think it's going to be fun. King Lighter, never liked that Odin figure. I didn't know it was 70. Wow. Marvel Select would have made that for $29.99. I always cut the price down on big figures. I like what Marvel Select did for some figures, but I didn't like the articulation. And a lot of times the head sculpts were a little off to me. And then of course the scale, which was the point. But yeah, I got Odin for a lot cheaper than 70. That's what he originally was. Jalen, if the maximum Hulk is more than 70, they have created a price point problem. Say that 3 times fast. Dragon Man was 85, right? I think so. I think the accessories need to really be wild and crazy to kind of justify it. And to me, the figure is more important than the accessories unless they're really adding a bunch of stuff to it. But we'll see. G-Brew, Classic Comics Black Cat needs an update with new articulation. Well, see, the thing is, they're not going to do that version of her in her classic look because they're afraid of, women with any kind of physique. So probably not going to see that. Boston. Black Cap might have just shown up in a Ghostbusters jumpsuit. Don't get the point of that figure. She's coming over to paint the apartment or something. She should have come with a wrench. Right. Jeff, how much water did you drink by the end of the streams? I can imagine your voice feels dry. It's I try to do a quick little swig like this. Like you see the athletes during a game, they're not just like they just take a little sip and then spin it out. Can't do that. I'm not Triple H here, but I do all right. I definitely drink a lot by the end of the day. Guy Gardner and Silver Age didn't even have the bowl cut. What? Now you're blowing my mind. Brian P. Ghost Spider's a stupid Walmart exclusive. Well, I feel like my knee-jerk reaction is to go, no, not a Walmart exclusive. But I mean, we can, and I can too, because I press this button, push the button way too quickly. And like just a reminder, their last exclusive is readily available on their website, even cheaper. It's $13.59, and at various points, maybe even back in January, December, he was as low as $8. They also had a John Walker figure. I'm pretty sure he is still cheap. There he is, $14.99. So they've had exclusives, and some have been really hard to find, but now, I mean, they're pretty easy to get. And I'm sure Venom is not here, but I mean, he was available for a nice long time. Where if you did really want him, you could have gotten him. I mean, 36, that's cheap. Not cheap. That's not cheap. That's not as terrible as I thought he could be. I'm trying to think of another exclusive they had that's not just readily available, but 1 out of 3. That's not bad for their exclusives, especially considering they were so much worse earlier. Cox, good night all. It's 2:24 a.m. here in the UK, even though I'm on holiday from work. Got to get up early. That is the worst when you got to get up early and you're on break. Thanks for hanging out with us, Neil. Have a good night. Jeeber, does anyone know when the Target exclusive Marvel Girl is dropping? They didn't say. It didn't say. Yeah, that's what it said. Revenge of the Sith. Is he bringing backup? Lawson, I hope Thor's next after Maximum Hulk. Me too. Me too. But the way Legend says things will probably Maximum Uatu the Watcher. Watcher. King Collector. Yeah, those Lightning Collection monsters were really good. They fit in good with my Super 7 Power Rangers. Surprisingly, the vintage Power Ranger space aliens fit good with them too. Nice. Yeah, yeah. I think the monsters are really fun. Excuse me. Robert Hayes, Max Series Daredevil, please. Yeah. Because Daredevil's a character. If they did a maximum one, I could probably be fine not buying another Daredevil, which means he won't make the cut anytime soon. But he does have a show coming. So maybe that would make sense to have him on there before the year's out, too. Lawson thought maybe Beyonder's body would look good with a black cat head on it. Jumpsuit and non-sexy white suit look. Ranged sold separately. Maybe she could be the new member of the Wrecking Crew. Gavin, what's your favorite figure so far for Marvel Legends for this year or like period? Well, let me go with what they released that I have from last year. I'll just go with that. Angel was my favorite last year. I'm trying to think. She-Hulk was really good too. This year, I'm most looking forward to the Cyclops and X Factor. Jean Marvel Girl would have been there if they painted her boots, which I'm still tripping that they did not do. And Banshee in the green and yellow. I have been screaming for that figure for years. So he absolutely has to be top on my list for figures I'm looking forward to this year, too. How about you? Blake, been on the phone for the last hour. Didn't you tell him it was figure files time, Blake? Just kidding. But I got a superpower sea saucer and special edition man and Aquaman figure. Nice. What do you think of those? Ray Pass. Ha, Toe Jam and Earl. Shocked those haven't been made as figures. I thought they were. So way, 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 way back in the day, I got to do I don't know even how they did this, but I was contacted to do a video game review. This is way back in the day of Toe Jam and Earl, and I was like, what is this? I'm looking and I feel like they've done something with Toe Jam and Earl. Because I thought, I mean, that was too easy to not do. So eBay has something, or it looks like maybe they did do something with them. As I'm seeing the same. Yeah, I guess they did do something. That was wild. Anyway, I don't know why it took us down that nostalgia road, but sorry. If someone has the toe jam, I got the peanut butter. Oh wait, G Brew. The Hush Superman is my favorite Supes figure I've ever owned. Great figure. It's really good. And the colors are great too. It was an old video game back, I want to say the late 80s. David Thanos. I think Odin was 55. I got him for 35. Yeah, I got him for cheap too. Was he just 55? Just 55. I feel like it's a pretty good deal for Odin. Lawson. I'm thinking the maximum Hulk should be in the $70, $75 range for sure. But it really does matter what he comes with, because if he doesn't come in a whole lot, I mean, we were getting Hulk figures, crammed into the package. What was the 20th anniversary Hulk? What was that figure? Was he $30? Because he came with a decent amount of stuff, but I'm assuming this Hulk is going to be their new end all be all Hulk body, which they can change and swap out as needed to sculpt different parts on. So if that's the case, maybe I can see him being more. We'll see. I'm curious on that one. Styler and Water for not haters, Sir Jeff. Awesome shirt. Thank you, Rick Cage. They were the best. Love those two. Brian P, that is exactly the reason why. I don't understand. It's like the real world does exist. Not every woman looks the same. Not every dude looks the same. It's weird. Right. Yeah, in reference to my Mayfax Mezco Superman. I bought the Mezco Man of Steel Superman. Excellent. Lots of accessories. The Hush Superman is great. When do they really even need to make a return of the Superman figure? We got to get that mullet, man. We got to get that figure. Blake, if Select's Beta Ray Bill is any indication of how they would do Odin, they would knock it out of the park with paint and detail. They would. Are we going to still see them around by this time next year? Ray Pass, my guess is that Mezco Hulk will be truly incredible. But would he be truly outrageous like Jim? Lawson. Jeff needs to keep hydrated. Swig back some Gatorade. And at the end of each live stream, Jay should pour a cooler of Gatorade over his head for victory. Okay, maybe not that last part. All right, tell you what. Whenever we get to 10,000 subscribers, we're at 72 right now. I'll have Jace come through with a bottle, and I'll have a big bag of Gatorade to grab everything so it doesn't pour all over on the carpet. But that's what we'll do. We'll have a big confetti gun explosion when we hit 10,000 subscribers. So mark this one down. So whenever that happens, 5 or 10 years from now. Terrible Maximum would be a great one. Tailor made for that. Absolutely, Austin. Brian P. Supposedly Deadpool is the next Maximum after Hulk. Boo. Possibly the rumored San Diego Comic-Con figure re-released as a single figure, hopefully with a bunch of accessories. You know, I'm still burned on Deadpool after the waves and waves of Deadpool where we had to buy so many Deadpool variants to get Build-A-Figures done. He wouldn't be exciting, but I would save money because I wouldn't need to buy that Deadpool. When's that vintage Spidey going out for pre-order? Which vintage Spider-Man? Rip has, yeah, I'm hyper excited too, Jeff. Absolutely, man. Dude, it's gonna be awesome. David Thanos, screaming for Banshee. I see what you did there. Thank you. I mean, I gotta try to get some of this by you guys. It didn't always work though. King Glider, yeah, I don't even recognize the figure as Black Cat. I still have my old Marvel Select Black Cat. She has very little articulation, but that sculpt makes up for it. Right. I mean, that's Black Cat. Black Cat's coming at you. Watch your step or you're gonna die. Awesome. Angel's my favorite last year too, Jeffrey. He has been long overdue. Warbird, Black Costume was second favorite. This year so far, Secret Wars Wolverine is my favorite, with She-Hulk a close second. Really? The Secret Wars Wolverine? Okay. Check that guy out. Jamelin, I'm so glad that Jeff is getting a classic Banshee and a retro Flint this year. Jeff, you're going to need new Most Wanted figures. You know, it's wild. I put together a top 50. You know, oh man, Hasbro is selling the shop. No more Marvel Legends. And I was able to put together 50 really easily. And, you know, with the rumored leaked list of figures, I didn't include some of those figures and still had plenty of figures left. It's wild. And my X Factor in version 2 costumes, because I need Cyclops in the updated version, that blue and white. I'm going to take up 5. No, not 5. You know, maybe we'll take up 5 slots because you got to get Caliban in his pink suit. Excuse me, with the helmet. So that counts 2. What does it? Now he was in the blue. Everybody was in their original outfits when he was in that pink and white. That was a sweet look for him. But yeah, I still need. No, I actually need I need a new Archangel because he's on the Bucky Cat mold and that's outdated. He's replacing. Doc Avenger, I wish they would do other figures like Will-O-Wasp, Rocket Racer. He'd be fun. Stunner, Cardiac. I think there might be some legal issues with him. Carrion, Man Mountain Marco. That's fun. Lobo Brothers, Jimmy Six, Swarm. Swarm and Vermin are both 2 characters I'm surprised they haven't done yet since way back in the day. Toy Biz did them. Sticks and Stones, Looter, guy named Joe. You have so got me on that last one. Actually, those last 2, I don't know about Looter either. Vintage Bob, what's up? Hey guys, popping in late, long day. How's everyone? Doing good. How about you? Oh, I'm sorry. Soon. It's 9:45. How did that even happen? Gosh, time just goes by fast when I'm talking. Malcolm Lee, hey Jeff, done with the Gamerverse Legends. I really wanted Black Cat. The sculpt wasn't good. Yeah, Malcolm, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's for somebody. Oh, yes. I did forget about the Great Muda. You know, the thing, though, what is just like every time they show some cool Great Muda stuff, it's like, They had Sting. Sting was in the WWE. And they just needed to do like 80 Sting figures and I'd have been happy. And I'm like, oh, if you want to do 82, that's fine. Gosh. And then they did Ultimate Edition right when he was leaving. They were so, I mean, because they would have done some really cool Sting figures. And we really just needed 2 to get the base body for Sting in there. Ugh, such a shame. Oh, you like the comic accessory? I think it's cool. Blake, all I want for the Max Hulk is for him to thunderclap while his chest joint looks good, right? I mean, that old school Toy Biz would have the massive shoulder gap and 4 different era artist head sculpts. Absolutely. Smash pipes, smash pavement, gamma green effects. Yes, sir. Ray, why did your dad make that AI hologram creating it, then put it on earrings? Come on, man. You're not supposed to think about this stuff, but earrings made a lot of sense. She was going to keep them on all the time. Janet Jackson. Get out of my head, Jeff. You know it was stuck there already. Bro, I have the San Diego Comic Con Deadpool. Great figure. I never need another Deadpool. I have him dual wielding nail guns from the Casket of Cruelty. Yeah, I mean, that figure looked really good. And he did come with some cool stuff. Colossus Maximum figure with Rock 2. Absolutely. Robert Hayes, I just need an Earth's Mightiest Heroes animated series announcement, and I can die happy. Don't die. We got to watch it. Jibru, Colossus and Iceman should come in 2 packs with powered up and powered down versions. Yes, absolutely. John Morrissey, what's up, John? Hey, Darby. Hey, Gru. Just popping in. Hope you're all well. Doing good. Hope you're doing well also. Lawson, classic Claremont, Cochran, Burn, X-Men civilian clothes, 4-pack would be an amazing thing. Why doesn't Legends do things like that? I guess. I wonder why they haven't tried it. Maybe the Spider-Man figures that they've done haven't worked out too well. Like that Mary Jane. Oh, okay, thank you. I'll have to check that out. Thank you. I don't know when the Spider-Man 77 is dropping for pre-order. I have no idea. All right, so I did want to mention this because this was just like blowing my mind. But first, since I did have them in the thumbnail, let's talk about them really fast. Mezco has their Samurai Jack now for pre-order. This is cool. 5 interchangeable head portraits, 3 interchangeable hairstyles. Lots of cool stuff there. And Time Portal, bow and 3 arrows. I think they do the best job of including all the accessories you'll need with your figures. Just really cool. And this is a really fun job they did on this guy. He looks great. And like you can do all the stuff you would want to do with your Samurai Jack figure. $95. Price didn't seem too crazy. There you go with them. ThreeZero has added Baroness to the line. And this is a line I keep kind of keeping an eye on. I'm like, do I want to? Maybe not. This figure looks really cool. I love this pose. This is just like a straight up Baroness pose from Rise of Cobra, which was a terrible movie. But Sienna Miller did a pretty good job playing Baroness. And this is nice work on her outfit. And she looks like she can pose pretty well too. Wondering if this outfit's, well, I guess this part is not leather. So provided the material is flexible enough, she can do all this cool stuff. So I would have loved to see a picture with her and the other Cobra officers they've done so far, specifically Darling Destro. But this is a really cool looking figure. And she is a 159. So you get Samurai Jack and Baroness. But yeah, nice looking job on both of those. Brian P says they can do a Colossus 2-pack with regular human Peter and a shirtless steel Outback version. Because I need that too. Definitely want him. King Lighter, do you think the Maximum Spider-Man looks better than the Retro Spider-Man? I like the Maximum head sculpt. The Retro sculpt still looks good. I'm trying to think. They've done so many Retro Spider-Man. Yeah, I mean, I haven't pre-ordered the Maximum Series Spider-Man. Just, mainly because I'm like, I've got some other things that are real priorities for me. And Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I like I said, I've always felt that the value for the figure is not bad. Do I have to get it right away? I've got tons of other Spider-Man. I've got a whole shelf of Spider-Man figures. So, I mean, it's whatever. Legends should use that jumpsuit buck they use with Red Skull and do heads for Red Ghost to thank a Red Skull and Black Cat. Hate on this Black Cat is hilarious. Jeeper without Bat Colossus could be on the modified Age of Apocalypse build-a-figure body. I always picture out Bat Colossus bigger than he is normally. I think that would actually work. That makes sense. King of Leather, I want that Samurai Jack, but the price a little much. Yeah. I mean, I can hear you on that. GM Junior 30. I have 30 plus Spider-Man, and I paid $50 for Woes and Webs and a neck joint. I get it because I don't feel like I have to get this figure. It's cool, but whatever. Brian P, they would have to do a Red Ghost as some kind of 4-pack with all 3 Super Apes. I'm hoping Fantastic Four is a gazillion-dollar raking movie so they can just spam us so heavy with all with Fantastic Four stuff. Oh, I'm just you not feeling that Black Cat. Soldier Boy. Trey, unrelated, but the Black Series lack of output has been really killing me. I haven't gotten a Star Wars figure in months. I have been catching up on my Star Wars figure reviews. It's been really fun actually having Phantom Menace figures to review and put up together. I had that Jar Jar Binks forever and was like, what am I going to do with a Jar Jar by himself? So I'm really happy to have a Padme and Anakin and a Qui-Gon because I've missed him both times, and Obi-Wan. I still need Captain Panaka and a few others. Boss Nass for sure. We're getting Watto. Did you not get the New Hope, Luke and Leia, and the gaming great bad guy from Jedi Survivor? I mean, they have put out some stuff. It's certainly not like it has been, but it's the case because these TV shows not really doing as well as they have or they wanted to. Blake, Jeff, do you know when those Beast Kingdom DC figures you reviewed are going up for pre-order? I don't. And I'm very curious. I don't know which one I would get first just to try them out, but I'm looking forward to them. You haven't said anything. They've just been showing us teaser images. I want some info, darn it. I wonder if they would ever give us that Colossus with the costume from the 80s with the high collar from Secret Wars time. I want those punk rock versions of all the X-Men too. June 30. I got my Power Girl in today, and she is glorious and gloriously tall. Frightful 4 would be tremendous as a 4-pack. I hope they make a new Galactus figure. Gavin, I don't know about that one, but HasLab is where you're going to pay for it. Those 3-0 Joes are cool, but I'm trying to be strong. I gave in on Snake Eyes. Now this Baroness is speaking my interest. I just wish she had 1 or 2 more expressive facial expressions. That makes sense. That does make sense. Is it taking it a long time to drop? I don't know. I mean, rest assured they will get that Spider-Man out to us. All right. So I teased this, and so my buddy, good friend of mine on the social media webs, Preternia, posted this about the starting lineup figures. I don't know if you guys remember, but not long after they were hyping up their basketball wave forever, they said, hey, we're pleased to announce we've also got the NFL. I was like, this is awesome. This is going to be great. And we're going to get some articulated 49er figures. And just randomly, Preternia posted this image, no head sculpts, and I was like, doggone it. We were going to get a George Kittle. And George Kittle would have been the only figure I would have needed specialized hands for. So I could go Zero Media. And that you can see we got what's clearly a Josh Allen, probably a TJ Watt. I'm trying to remember who these other 2 were. I think maybe one was Tampa Bay Tom Brady and Patty Mahomes. So solid stuff, mostly quarterbacks, but it's like, man. And I really thought they needed to just do NFL first. when they announced the line, it was right up before the NFL season. It's like, why are you waiting on basketball? This is weird. And then it's like, oh, well, stay tuned. We'll get to the NFL eventually. And then no knowing for sure. I mean, maybe this is just wishful thinking, but Preternia also posted what would have been upcoming lineups. And this is just like, this hurt. So we were going to get NFL season series 1. Mahomes, Brady, Kittle, Burrow, Joe Burrow, Cody Rhodes, Imposter, Dak Prescott, TJ Watt, Josh Allen, NFL series 2, just Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Hurts, Kelsey, Christian McCaffrey. Boo, boo, boo. 2 Niners in 2 series. But then check this out. This is even worse. Way worse. NFL legends. Rice, come on. Manning, Eli, no doubt. Peyton, Montana. Gosh, come on. I don't have 4 49ers in 3 waves. But look to the far right. This is what I argued a long time ago about. They should have done NBA Legends. And right away, I would have bought all of them, probably for that ridiculous price. Bird, Iverson, Magic, Kobe, Shaq. Yes to all of them. Why in the world did we not get this series like this? This is so, it's one of those cases where I'm like, man, I think I would have preferred to never have known they were actually trying to do this. And there's no Jordan here. There's no reason they shouldn't have just started off their NBA series with these guys. Bird didn't have tattoos to worry about the likeness. Oh man, we got to get approval. Cared about his Converse. Did over Magic. Iverson Yates got tattoos, but he would have been the one outlier if I feel like they probably could have done somebody else instead of Iverson to avoid the tattoo issue. Kobe, Shaq, yeah, okay, he's got some tattoos, but geez, that line, I would have bought those figures, all of them, because all those figures are great. NFL legends, I for sure would have bought Rice, Montana, and geez. Oh boy, maybe at Emmitt Smith, so I could have had the Niner defense just running over him. That'd been awesome. And I would have bought McCaffrey and Kittle for sure. So that's how many figures. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the whole NBA Legends line. Somebody over there did not understand the market, who they were selling these figures to, and how they should have approached it. And then look, over at the MLB, we got Ken Griffey Jr., Chipper Jones, Cal Ripken Jr. I would have bought him. Derek Jeter, Nolan Ryan. What are they doing? How could they have possibly so badly done this thing when they had all these characters, all these people that people would have bought? It's like, come on. And that's who the Peyton is. Thank you so much, Eric. It's just madness, madness, madness. All right, let me see here. Where did you all go here? Jalen, I won 3 of those NFL legends and every single one of the NBA legends. Right. They were guaranteed to sell. What are they doing? Ray Pass, not a sports dude, so I have no horse in this race. What if they did some horse racing? Jim Jr., I would have loved an articulated Kareem with a fro, Skyhooker kicking Bruce Lee's butt, right? It's ridiculous. Eric T, what's up? I would have ordered Walter Payton day 1. I would have bought Payton too. I was like, which Payton is this? I was like, my brain was stuck on NBA Legends. So I was like, Gary Payton's a little early in this thing. But I would have bought Walter Payton just because he's that great of a legend. It's just like, this is ridiculous. Right? My nephews love soccer. They buy pretty much all kinds of soccer shirts to their favorite teams. I wondered if that would have been a thing. Yes, they could have done soccer too. Messi, Beckham, they could have done everything. And they went with the hardest one. And then they made it the most expensive. It's ridiculous. This line gets me so upset. David Thanos, starting lineup saved our wallets. Absolutely. Because if they had done these figures, I would have been like, oh gosh, there's another wave of NFL Legends I'm buying. And NBA Legends Series 3 and 5, I'm buying all, man, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Rodney, good evening, Jeffrey. I used to collect sports figures during the 90s boom, but evidently they didn't do their homework. Rodney, I'm with you, man. They had just done a little bit. They would have sold. So, hey guys, sorry, Jeff, we're not in this also. They don't have the Lions. I mean, I feel like they would have done Barry Sanders soon enough. Yeah, this is just unbelievable. I cannot believe it. I mean, I was mad at my boy Victoria for posting what could have been. It's crazy. Henry G, I would have been all in on the Legends and most of those NFL figures. I'm not the biggest baseball fan, but I would have even grabbed all those MLB Legends. Right. I mean, it's just and you guys know, of course, the timing of my show is based on my love of wrestling on the Superstation, TBS. And because of Braves baseball, 8:05 was when the show started because baseball would run late, or 6:05, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna just do this. And then, of course, waiting on wrestling, I would watch Braves games wrap up and see Chipper Jones and the crew. So, yeah, I just way to drop the ball, guys. Devin B, we need Bobby Boucher and all the mud talks. Absolutely. All right. Well, somehow it zoomed in to 10 o'clock already, and I gotta knock out a few things. So I'm gonna wrap this up now. But thank you all for hanging out with me on a Thursday night. For some of you all, this has been day 3 of watching me on YouTube. So thank you. I really do appreciate it that y'all want to hear all the stuff that I'm talking about. It really does mean a lot, and I do not take it for granted. Thank you so much for tuning in every week, and this week, basically every day. And I've got some more videos in the works. I'm going to put a poll up for everybody what deep dive comic book run I should tackle next. I've got a few ideas, but I decided I want to put it out to you all as well. So we'll do that. Absolutely, David. Thank you, Ray. Those are today's WCW Braves baseball. Love watching Maddox. Right. Exactly. So yeah. Lawson, thank you, Jeffrey. You've been busy lately with the videos. I've enjoyed it. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And with that, we'll wrap this bad boy up. Thank you so much for tuning in. I might do some stuff over the weekend. We'll see what happens. But for now, this episode of Lyle's Figure Files has been filed.